Right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that. Had an issue where I was updating a computer, and when I tried to open up my stream, it came back and said invalid session key. So I was like, well, I'll restart. No big deal. Well, 45 minutes later, it was like, what the heck is going on? So, anyway, I'm back. I apologize for being late. I still got some things I wanted to do. Unfortunately, all the stuff that I had prepared for my back screen or my live stream has disappeared with the restart. So, but it's okay, not a big deal. Thank y'all for being here. So let's go through and say hi to everybody. Me, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for being here. Um, Dislogic, thank you for coming in. Kellen, Mr. Melted himself, thank you so much for being in the stream. The one, the only Snoopy is in the house. What's going on, Snoopy? I know Snoopy's doing shipping, and I am so excited about seeing that. It's gonna be so cool. All right, so we have Jackalope Herdmaster. Jackalope, thank you so much for being in the stream. I have an answer to your question. I think that's gonna be a fun discussion today. Um, did a little bit of research on it, kind of dug in a little bit deeper than I anticipated, but I think you'll like the answer. Brown sugar, as always. William E., thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Going to have breakfast with everything before she goes to class. Hey, tell everything that we appreciate her. These awesome people has done a lot of cool things for Bite Frost. So thank you very much, Miss Everything. I salute you. All right, let's see. I think I got everybody. I'm going to put the little thing in there. I'm going to see if you want to join me. You're more than welcome to come on up. Today's just going to be loose chit chat. There are a couple things I want to address, but I'm going to start off. Yesterday's stream, I got a lot of great feedback. I got 6 members. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. But I got somebody very graciously, I don't think they intended anything ill by it, that wanted to set me straight on a couple things. Actually, I got three emails regarding this stuff. And the one was very cool. It was regarding the video that I did on the bill notes. If you haven't seen that, that was for the premiere train yesterday. And I had somebody tell me, and it's like it wasn't the president; he was actually the treasurer. So if you're looking at the name on the $10,000 bill, he wasn't the president of the United States. He was a senator, and he was the director of the treasury and stuff like that. So a huge thank you for that. I appreciate it. But the one of the other emails that came across was like, well, you need to stay up to date on your social media because Twitter is now called X. So I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about my thoughts on Twitter. Okay, I hope that was clear. I hope that cleared everything up. Um, I really don't care. I was just using him as an example. Somebody else said the same thing regarding I didn't include card collectors and I didn't include people who have other hobbies like arts and crafts and stuff like that. I wasn't trying to name everybody. Again, this is where uh, just trying to generally run through a list and being corrected for not included every news agency or not be including every social media site. It was just funny, made me smile. So if I offended anybody yesterday, uh, sorry, but not sorry. There was no intent. I was very clear about that at the beginning of the stream. All right, so I want to get to something that I think is really freaking cool, and this was something that I was asked about by Jackalope Herdmaster in one of the uh, YouTube shorts that I did. and it was regarding a $4 gold piece. Now, there were 2 specific types for the $4 gold coin, and I showed a couple of them, and I was like, "Hey, are they is it real or is it not?" And it was meant to get a little bit of conversation started. And Jackalope asked me, "Why in the world would they do this?" And I knew kind of what was going on, behind it. They were preparing, a couple different things, uh, but I wanted to look into it. So I wanna talk for just a few moments, about the Stella. Now, if you're not familiar what the Stella is, I'm going to try and share my screen, so give me just a moment. Um, Me often offends myself. He's too much of a good Yeah, I just it made me smile. It really did because I don't think they were being ignorant or rude. And if they were, so be it. It is what it is. I don't care. Um, but it was just like Twitter's called X. Okay. It was an example. Uh, I don't I don't use Twitter. I mean, Elon Musk is cool. He's doing some fun stuff, but I don't care. Anyway. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, if this affects you, the government shutdown has been averted. That is news that came out last night about 11:30, somewhere in that time frame. So if you are a staff member for the government, if you are a public servant of any type, if you rely on subsidies or things like that, there's no worry. It's not going to be shut down. There's not going to be any delay either in payment and or job. So that was taken care of. So for those of you who don't know or aren't or have just haven't had time to really track that, just be aware that the government shutdown of 2023 has been resolved. So, all right. All right. So we're going to show the $4 coin. So let me get this up here real fast and I'll show you the two of these coins. Now, I'm pulling this up from PCGS. So let me share my screen. All right. So these are the two coins that we're talking about. So if you can see these two coins, here on the top is the flowing hair Stella. And down here is the braided hair Stella. Okay, so this is what we're talking about when we're talking about these particular coins. And Art and Craps, good morning. How are you? Haven't been in your stream for a little while. I need to correct that little faux pas of mine and get over there and say hi. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good to see you. Begotten Solitude. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. I'm still trying to open and update things that I wanted to talk about today. So bear with me. All these technical issues this morning really put a damper on starting my stream. So anyway, Jackalope, the thing that I wanted to kind of go over was um the $4 gold piece, or affectionately called Stella. So if you look at the back, um, in the center of the screen, you'll see where it says it calls itself a Stella. Were produced only for 2 years. They were produced in 1879 and 1880, and there was a gentleman by the name of or excuse me, the Honorable John A. Casson, who was the minister to Austria. Now, they created the coin to closely match the value exchanges to certain countries during that time frame. The countries that were in question, hey, Papa Smurf, what's up? The questions that were being discussed during this time frame were Austria, they were France, they were Germany, um, Bulgaria. There are some other European countries where this particular denomination, the 3 and the $4, would transfer easy to the other nations' currencies. And so what they were trying to do is they were trying to make sure that the international nature of trade and commerce was met in a way where the $4 gold piece could be utilized across, both items, both areas. And so they had basically a little designer contest, and they had 2 people actually design, 2 different verses. Now, if you look at the top one, which is the flowing hair design. Now we know the flowing hair design. We're very familiar with this. We see the flowing hair design in a number of different places. This goes back on the old original flowing hair design, and that one was done by Charles Barber. He was the chief engraver at the mint at this time. Again, we're talking around the 1876 to 1885 or 89 or something like that when he was the chief engraver at the mint. But it was Charles Barber who actually designed this particular coin. Now, when you think about flowing hair design, you don't think about Charles Barber, but in this case, it is Charles Barber. Okay. So that's another numismatic trivia. Now, I want you to keep that in mind because I cannot confirm nor deny that that may come up in something that I have planned here in the month of October. So just keep in mind and be aware of that. The other one, the one on the bottom, which is the coiled hair. Um, yeah, me too, Jackalope. I really do like it. But the coiled hair was another major hairstyle at the time. But this one was done by George T. Morgan. Now, if you're familiar with George T. Morgan and what he did, the year prior, he had released the 1878 Morgan dollar. So when you think about the general look of the face, that general flow, that general design, you can see some similarities between this and the Morgan. If you take the hairstyles and stuff away, you look at the general profile, you will see that this is Morgan's basic design. Now, there's going to be some slight differences and things that happened within the Morgan dollar. But again, this is it's a really cool piece, right? Like, I mean, uh, but again, I'm with you, Jackalope. I actually really do like the flowing hairpiece. Now, when you look at this particular piece again, you have the United States around on the reverse side. Now, one thing that you do have on the front of this, excuse me, is you have some information. The item at the front, if you look at the items around the verse of the coin, okay, they're expressed in metallurgical content within the metric system. Okay. So when you think about the reason for doing this is that they had a comparison numismatically or economically between European countries. This was the exchange purpose for this. So it only made sense to actually put this into metric jargon. And so what you're seeing here is 6 grams, point 0.3 silver, point 0.7 copper at 7 grams. Okay. So that gives you the metallurgical content of the coin. Now, I didn't know that. I was just, what the hell is this stuff on the front of the coin? 7 grams, 7 point, what the heck does all this mean? So it's actually the metallurgical makeup of this particular coin. Really cool. I didn't know that. This was absolutely something that I happened across when Jackalope happened to ask me why on earth would they create a $3 or $4 coin? It just doesn't make any sense. But this is why they did the $4 coin, and that's what is included on the obverse. Now, when you flip it over on the reverse, instead of "In God We Trust," the motto "Dia esto gloria" or "God is glorious" appears on the obverse. Um, and again, there are the two different varieties. There's the flowing hair and the coiled one. So again, just a bit of numismatic information for you, Jackalope. I appreciate the question. Now, this is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy getting questions from you all and doing the research, finding out some information, presenting it, and sharing it with you. Um, Now, when you're looking at these coins, when you're talking about the value of these coins, there's probably not too many people in the stream that, uh, yeah, you're gonna trigger some people, Kellen. Them's fighting words. I can forgive you over a Morgan, but pre-33 gold, man, now you're those are fighting words. Um, Josh, this is called the Stella. It's called the Stella. It's actually $4 gold. But the nickname um is the Stella. So when if you're talking about the gold coin, you want to know more about it. If you type in $4 Stella, it's going to come up really easy. Um, but yeah, when you're talking about price, who's going to be able to afford one of these? They are high, high, high. F12, as Roxzilla said, an F12 is 60 to 80K. If you get into the MS, you're talking between 130 to 250K. If you get into the 66, 67 range, the auction record is $413,000. So these are not things. Uh, yeah, let's not. I'm gonna mute him. Um, these things are definitely not cheap. It's probably not something that you're going to be able to find in pocket change. But here's the thing. Okay, if you have a great grandmother, great grandfather, and they have a coin collection, it's worth to look at. If you happen to see old coinage that you're not familiar with, look it up. Right? Uh, don't just don't just you know take it for granted to be like, "Oh, this can't be real." There could be treasure troves out there. Very unlikely, very, very unlikely, but the possibility exists. So, anyway, could you find it? Yes. Kellen, let's see. Or Josh says, I'm pretty sure our government melted tons of pre 33. Well, that's fine. If they did it, that's okay. That happened, 33, 34, stuff during that time frame. If coins were completely damaged, they have the coin reclamation program where if a coin is damaged, then obviously they'll bring it in and they'll melt it down, they'll reissue it, uh, run it through, do it for something else, do bars or um, either for, Fort Knox or they would run a new run. Now, these things are out there, right? You can find coins that Nick, I did. I got the mail yesterday. So I've got it's sitting downstairs. I still haven't opened it. Um, I was dealing with some stuff yesterday and then started having some problems with my eyes. So set it aside and just never actually went back and opened it up. It is sitting there. I'm assuming it's probably the one with the little sea turtle on the back, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the first one that I bought. I know you were going to send me some other coins. I don't know if they were included in there, but yeah, I did get that one in, and I will go through and leave a positive comment on that. Okay. So thank you for doing that, Chris G. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Um, But yeah, and again, I know Kellen's just given me a ration of grief with talking about melting coins. Um, he's fun that way. Um, but yeah, when you're looking at some of those coins, they're 100, 200, 300, 400, $500,000. So but Jackalope, again, thank you so much. I do appreciate you, offering that up, as a question. I enjoy doing research. I enjoy finding things for you guys. I enjoy looking stuff up and making sure that, I can provide you the best information I can. And if not, I just enjoy the challenge of identifying the coin and saying, "Where did it come from? What is this? What is it about?" So If you have other stuff that I show or you see other things that you're interested in, but you're not really aware, or you're looking for something and you can't find it, let me know and I'll do some research and I'll make sure I can share with you. Ringmaster Ray, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I couldn't stay any longer. Um, Started to come up last night and then started watching the uh, resolution information, was seeing what was going on with that, and then kinda got a headache, wasn't feeling well, my eyes started bothering me, and I decided I was just not gonna do it, and I just never made it over to the stream. Did, Supreme Ginger Stacker oh, speaking of, Supreme Ginger Stacker's in the house. I sent Supreme Ginger over there, to work with you. Hopefully, you guys were able to connect. Ray, you guys, the link is there if you want to come up and visit and hang out and chit chat. You're more than welcome to do so. Again, Sundays is more about chit chatting. If I have information or something going on, last year's, um, yesterday's um, stream kind of put me back on the normal track. The week prior, I had flip flop Saturday and Sunday because of a discussion I wanted to have. So awesome. Good. I wanted to make sure. And again, you guys, I want to be very clear when I talk about the purpose for my channel. Okay. The purpose for my channel is to build and connect the hobby, right? To make sure people know who they can get to, who they can go to, channels that do stuff, make sure information is provided. If I can be a central hub for that, outstanding. If I can give you information and connect you with people who are far smarter than me, I would be happy to do so. Being able to do those introductions and stuff. So connecting Ginger with Ray was very important because he had the opportunity last night to address one of the issues that he was having. And so I'm glad that worked. So thank you very much for that. I do appreciate you all. All right. So I only have one other thing I'd like to talk about, and I don't melt coins. I just drill holes in them. So, here's the thing. Okay. I don't mind people melting coins. I don't care if they are Morgans. I'm gonna take a drink of coffee. Hold on. I don't care if you're melting Morgans. I don't care if you're melting peace dollars. I do ask you to do this. If you're gonna do something like that, make sure you know a little something about the coin before you do it. Because you may inadvertently, and I know Kellen's joking, okay? But there are a lot of people that don't realize that Kellen's joking. Number 2, there's a lot of people who just don't care. Know a little bit about some of the coins because there's a possibility that you may have something that is semi-rare and you have just destroyed it for everybody. Again, it's important to know what you have. So if you ever are in the point to where it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna start doing this," I know there's some people that are, uh, looking at starting when it comes to smelting and melting and pouring and creating custom pours. Before you do that, if you're doing actual coinage, not just silver bullion or gold bullion or copper bullion, but if you're actually doing coins, right, let us know. Make sure you're going through some of those items. Do I expect everybody to go through all of it? No, I do not, but I do expect people to welcome my guest on stage, the one and only Ringmaster Ray.
Hey everybody, what
What's
is
going on,
up?
brother?
Just waking up, really.
You look like it. I mean, good.
Yeah, yeah, it was a late night. Get to sleep in
What
a
time did
little
you guys
bit.
wrap up?
I think it was about 1 last night. Sometimes we go to about 2 o'clock. Just depends on what's going on. But everybody was kind of passing out and falling asleep, and they all headed out. But we had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
Good, good. Yeah, I was wondering if after the 11 o'clock, Paula's in the house. Hi, Paula. Link is there if you want to come on up and visit.
Uh-oh,
Um,
we got
Trouble.
trouble.
I love
She,
Trouble. She's good
she's
people.
trouble.
She is one of my sharpening stones. Um, After the, resolution passed, I was wondering if people felt a little more comfortable and decided to do some trading. I was wondering if yesterday picked up at all.
Yeah, it did. I sold quite a bit of stuff. And after I got done over at Keys, had to run back to the coin shop because I was about out of stuff. And yeah, and then came back, and then I went metal detecting between there and my stream. So I was already tired by the time I got back to do my stream. It was a little rough, but I did find a beautiful Merc dime, a Rosie, and 12 wheat pennies, and a couple of nice old
Nice.
tokens. Yeah.
Man,
Chicago Transit
anytime you
token.
can find old Mercs or Rosies, you know, that's good. I'm always happy. Excuse me. I'm always happy when I've only metal detected once. I don't have a detector. I need to get one. Keep talking about getting one, but um,
Man,
look,
oh,
I've gone out with friends and we've looked and looked and looked, and all we find is
mm,
trash.
yeah. It's
So
a learning process for sure because you as you're learning how to use the machine, it takes time to learn what to look for and where to look for. The spots that you're going to be hunting and stuff. You learn how to do
yeah,
research, old locations, because really what you want an old location that people used a lot in the past but haven't messed with in the future. Um, and that's a problem with a lot of the cities is that you've got some great places, but if they've gone and just completely concreted it over or asphalt, you're out of luck. And so that's kind of the drawback on is finding dirt that has not been messed with for a long period of time. I've been very fortunate being able to do that. So,
Snoopy just bought her first year CC.
whoop, whoop.
Carson cities are
Yep,
good to have, but 1878 Carson cities are a beautiful thing.
yep.
Congratulations, Snoopy. That's awesome.
It'll be
First
in the
year,
mail.
baby. Yeah, you gotta love that. I have my 1878 has a special place in my heart. Ray knows why.
Yep, exactly. It's not about the coin itself, but who it's from.
Who it's from. Yeah, that was cool. Hello, lady.
Good morning.
Hey,
How are
beautiful.
you?
How are you?
Good morning, Ray. Stop it. What are you guys
How are you doing, Paula?
chit-chatting about? My
Well,
good.
she knows it's true though.
Okay.
Okay.
So you know what I should have done, Ray? You said, "Good morning, beautiful." I should have said, "How was your night?"
You guys are
Oh, for
making
those
me
of you that
blush.
missed that, it's the lead line in a song. But anyway,
Hmm. What you chatting about? I saw you had one of my Stella. I saw you had the Stellas up there earlier. Hubba hubba.
yeah, Jackalope Herdmaster. I did the two YouTube shorts. That's like, is this real or not? Right? And I showed the two different varieties.
Mhm.
It's like, if it's real, comment below, and if it's not, tap the screen twice and scroll on. So a lot of people are like, they click the screen twice and scroll on, and they don't even really because it's like that's not a U.S. coin. Um, but the one which I got a comment on saying, "Isn't that supposed to be gold?" Yeah,
No,
Cherry Picker's
no,
Guide.
Got it
He's
in.
got his book. Um,
different.
but when you look at PCGS, that
Mhm.
coin, the photo of that coin, it doesn't look gold.
It's
It
not.
looks like
It's
a
a,
Mhm.
silver
it's
coin.
copper. It's copper.
Say
That
again?
was a that it's copper. That's a pattern coin.
Hmm.
That one's copper.
Not the quarter one.
Yeah,
Not
it is.
huh?
Yeah, it is.
No, 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 no. There were
Yeah.
2 different videos.
Oh, I didn't see the second one. The one that
You didn't
you
see the second.
the one that you sent me a picture of?
No, that
Oh,
was the
okay.
first one. That's the pattern coin. That's the
Pattern.
quarter, the 25
Yeah.
cent piece.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This was the Stella, and it was
Oh,
a
Stella.
coiled hair type, but when you looked at the information from PCGS, when you looked at the coin, it looks silver, it doesn't look gold.
I missed the Stella
Yeah.
video.
Um,
It was pretty
but
Stella.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You know that
it's
Sean Blue Ridge Silverhound named his daughter after that coin.
Oh wow.
I did not know that.
Stella. Oh yeah.
That is a
All
good
right.
piece of trivia that I'm gonna have to keep in my logbook.
All right.
Right?
How many people in the community have named their daughters Isabella
Oh
because of a
man.
coin?
I have a friend who named her dog Isabella. No.
I've got a like mint state Isabella in my Dance Co album right now, and it's just gorgeous.
I love that coin.
It's just unbelievable. And then right next to it, you've got the Lafayette dollar, the Charles Barber dollar.
Yes.
Now that's a cool coin.
Those are
Yep.
both great commemoratives.
Incredibly toned too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good coin. But you know what, Ray? Why don't you pull that out and show people what you're talking about when you're
Why don't
talking
you
about
whip
the
it out, Ray? Whip it out, Ray.
Isabella? Yeah. Well, again, we forget sometimes when we're talking about this, the people in the chat have no idea what we're talking about.
That's true. It's true.
And
But
he
if you
has
guys want
one.
if you want a cool little research thing, go to PCGS and just go to the pattern on PCGS Coin Facts. Go to the pattern section and check out all the pattern coins. Like talk about amazing. I
There's
love
some really
patterns.
beautiful designs.
Yes, I love pattern coins. Yeah, I really want one of the 3-cent pattern coins. And it's one of the more affordable ones.
Oh, well, yeah, because they're not 10, 12, 15, $20,000 for F12.
Yeah, well, there was more than 2 of them made.
Well, yeah,
Some of them
yeah.
are like crazy,
The beauty.
but they are beautiful. Oh yeah, she's a beaut, Clark. Holy moly.
Blast white.
Mm-hmm. And that's tough to find. It's tough to find one in that's blast white
Every
because
little
they
bead,
tone amazing.
every little bead and detail is all there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty.
There's the
Yeah, I'm not
Lafayette.
a fan
Yeah,
of
that's
that
great.
coin.
You're not? I like it.
No, I if you're gonna make a coin, put somebody on there that's not gonna break glass with their mug.
Well, the better part of it, I think, would probably be the backside.
Yeah.
Backside is always the best.
Yeah, no, I love the Washington.
Well, this is Lafayette on the horse. This
Lafayette.
is the monument that they made and put in Paris. The proceeds from this coin went to make that statue and now stands. in
Oh, I
France
get you. Okay.
It's an amazing
Hey, what's
as
up,
a
Joe
coin.
it
McBride?
was our gift to them because of the tribute to Lafayette for what he did for us during the Revolutionary War. And then Lafayette went back after he was a hero here in this country and then went and fought in France and became a hero of 2 nations. He was very instrumental in
cool.
the Revolutionary War. And then here's the backside of that quarter.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the old commems.
Me too. And I love all that. There's so much history behind them. Like every single
Yeah.
one means something, you know?
Yep. And the fundraising that they were trying to do with all of these.
Danny Boone.
Everything from the Columbian Exposition.
Yeah, that's not my favorite.
Yeah.
That's probably my least favorite.
Well, it's because they made so many of them.
Yeah, they did. They made a lot. And there were a lot of silver coins melted down to make those too.
Yeah.
Why?
And I think this is one of the cooler ones too. Is that 1918
The Lincoln?
Lincoln? Yeah,
Yeah. Anything with Lincoln on it. Come
really
That's
nice
the Lincoln
portrait.
allergy coin.
on.
That's the
And
one where his nasal cavity swell.
Oregon
Yeah.
Trail.
The Oregon Trail is a great one.
Great
The
coin.
Oregon Trail one was designed by husband and wife designers. Did you guys know that? Do you know
No,
who
By
that
who?
is? Do you know who that is?
no, I do not. I haven't researched it.
Oh,
Say that
look it
one more
up.
time.
Husband and
Definitely.
wife designers. One designed the obverse and one designed the reverse.
For the Oregon Trail?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great coin.
it is a great coin. It is,
Well,
it
and then
is.
it's a great coin, but I need like
If you guys know the new
6,
quarter
7 more.
design on the new obverse quarter design, you'll know who one of those designers is.
And then I keep teasing Frostbite like with these.
Go, dude, don't do that. I love that freaking coin.
The ship,
Yeah,
the
he's
pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful coin. Pricey little
I
devil.
think that one's got that one's got like the double sail on it or variety or something too, doesn't it?
The
Or
double
mast.
mast. Yeah,
Yeah.
the double mast.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
And then you got,
Yeah.
well, and what I really like about this series too is the different designs of eagles that were done, and they were incredible. Some of them are just awesome. The different eagles that were done.
The San Diego, I like that. I have a couple of the San Diego.
And then here's another eagle there.
Yeah, the Texas too. The Texas is another one of my favorites. I like the Texas.
Yeah, the Texas one is gorgeous too.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a commemorative of the commemorative of that coin because I can't afford the real one.
So this is very similar to the design that they used for the Philippines. The back
Yeah,
of
it
the Philippines.
is. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Speaking of which, I have right here
The Philippines.
the Philippines. The
Yeah,
Filipino.
actually, Laura Garden Fraser and Earl Fraser. James Earl Fraser designed several coins together, but the Oregon Trail was one of them. I love it.
Yeah, so I know James Earl Fraser. I just didn't realize that his wife designed the obverse or the
Mm-hmm.
reverse.
The reverse. Yeah.
The reverse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had a coin with that design on the
Oh,
back
that
of
is
it,
cool. Yeah.
it would
Oh,
be
yeah.
awesome. Just a beautiful the eagle over the shield, and you've got the arrows and the olive leaf.
Yeah, I like that. They should have put an eagle over our shield on our shield set.
So Roxilla, yeah,
That would have
they
been
melted
cool.
a lot of the commemorative ones to make other commemorative coins. This is the one that she was talking about with the what was that coin? The one with
What?
Columbus on it. What was the one?
The Columbia Exposition?
Expedition. Yeah, the expedition coin. They
Exposition?
melted a bunch of the old coins to make
Just say
those.
Expo. It's easier. Expo.
Yeah. They and that's why she was saying she's frustrated by it because they destroyed a lot of these
They
to make that
destroyed a
one.
lot of seated dimes and
Yep.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it made those seated dimes more valuable.
Yeah, I did, but
Left.
it made it. I don't want more. I want to be able to
Unattainable.
obtain them.
I made them
Yeah.
unattainable.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the seated, 40-0.
Lots of the half dimes. Lots of they just did a lot of crappy stuff they shouldn't have.
I think I'm going to time out Kellen.
Well, I'll show you this set. This is pretty good when you talk about
No, No, those are nice. I do like the commemoratives. Canadian.
Your collection's sick, Ray. Like you got
So now, are those really
outstanding
proofs
collection.
or those proof like I see that because they don't make proofs, right? They make special
Right.
whatever
They're
specimens.
proof like. Now, they make proofs now,
Oh, they
but
do? Okay, I
yeah,
didn't know that they do
but
now.
in the past they had just proof like because the strike was
Yeah,
so good. But
they just call them specimen sets.
yeah, I
Mhm.
picked this set up just like several other Canadian sets. So I go to look this up because it's in the Capitol holder, and the only other ones that I could find were like in the 1950s, and this set was going for about 9 grand.
Wow.
Yeah, and what I paid for it was nowhere close to that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I had
You can
no
send me
idea.
that canoe though.
I just picked up a couple of the extra water lines. I think are they 60, I don't know, 65, 60 something for the
Yep.
extra water line. Yeah, those are cool.
Well, they have this whole new set of albums that I've just got from Lighthouse. They're beautiful, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The albums that they have here. I'll grab one. So, like, here's the Toonies,
Oh, nice. I
and they're
have one of
really,
those.
really nice albums, and they're very similar to the Dance Co. and how they work and function and stuff.
I
They're
have
plush.
one of those, I think, and I don't know where I got it from. Where is it? Somewhere.
And then here's your
Yeah.
dollars. These are all the copper nickel on up, and then I have the.
Maybe I'm lying. No, I'm
Here's
not.
here's a actual proof, Canadian proof. This is
It's
very
somewhere.
high proof.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, those are really pretty.
And then you get into the loonies.
Oh, there it is.
No, they have different bells on those, right? So
Yeah,
they
I
What's
have
that?
the Canada 1 cent from Lighthouse.
Oh, gotcha.
And I don't know why I got that or where I even got it from. I guess to start a 1 cent collection.
Yeah. Here's the silver
Yeah,
dollar.
Josh, I would love for our mint to do some
Pretty.
colorized and glowing specimens.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a beautiful piece.
We don't get fun stuff like that.
The death dollar.
There's the tiki
That's really
guy.
cool.
Well, and what's funny is Canada wanted to do a tribute to the natives, Native American there. And so they put this totem on there. And then it was
Totem.
released, but they never asked.
Oh,
Because this symbol actually represents death.
oh, that's right. It's the death totem. I remember reading about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Canada had to kind of eat their own shoes.
That's right. I remember reading about that. Yep. Oh my God, that's a oops.
Yep. Big oops.
Do your research.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like all those people that get Asian or Cyrillic writing and tattoos.
Yeah. And not know
And
what they
they,
mean.
yes.
Yeah, and it's like piss house.
Yeah.
They think it means prosperity or something.
Yeah.
It means
Yeah, they're thinking it means something really good, and they're like,
dirty floor or
"You're a
something.
toilet."
Oh
I had a
my
friend of
God.
mine that had tribal art tattoos, and he had some stuff on there that he was told it meant certain stuff, and then when he got
Yeah,
it done,
that's the one I got.
For the large sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I got. That's
This
right.
has got a
Oh,
lot.
now that's right. I went through a Canadian large cent phase. That's why I have it. That's right.
Yeah, and this one is the expensive one, the 1858 first year. It's
Is that
got
the
green
small
one?
leaf, large leaf one?
I'm not sure if it's well. They have large leaf, small leaf in some of these.
In some
But
of the dates, I didn't know if that was one of them.
yeah, I've got my Canadian book to tell me. But this is a complete set now.
Nice.
Yeah, Josh, it happens all the time. The guy who got my tattoo from, he would tell people that that's not what that symbol means. It's like, well, I have this image and it means prosperity. It's like, no, it means like outhouse.
That's embarrassing. Don't ever go to the nail salon. They'll know exactly what it means.
Yeah. They'll be like,
They'd be laughing at you. Ha ha! That guy got him real good.
Ladybug
Oh, you're right.
Stacker
That's
with
all.
My guy.
Ladybug Stacker with a gifted membership. Thank you, Ladybug. And
Aw.
that went to, oh man, it couldn't have gone to a better person. Fill up the board.
You had
Awesome.
a little
Thank
membership
you so
train
much.
going on the other
This is-
night. Last night, was it last night? Had a little membership train going.
Yeah, I had
This would be a fun one
6
right
members
here.
yesterday.
If it had the little dot between the 9 and the
The
8.
Thank you, Ladybug.
36?
Yeah.
Yes, the dot cent. Yeah.
Oh, that's the king.
Good morning,
King of the
Philip.
coin.
How you doing, bud?
Are you reading my Bible? That's okay. Go read my Bible. No, you can't come in my room with me. Grandma's cussing. Just kidding.
You can't come in the room, Grandma.
Okay, no, later. Go. Morgan, call her. Okay, go. Shoo.
She's talking coin.
I'm going to take an excerpt of that, and that's going to be my quote for today. You can't come in the room. Grandma's cussing.
Grandma's cussing.
Yeah, my other diction.
Oh.
So originally my collection, I was definitely doing US,
What's
and
up,
I had
Kevin?
albums and albums and albums of world coins that I had collected in bought collections. Finally, I kind of honed down to just Mexico, Canada, and the US.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of and then sold off all of my other foreign so that I could purchase more US and Mexico and all of that. So
Well, I'll tell you, you want something fun to do. Just buy a bulk lot of world coins. You can buy them on eBay, wherever,
oh yeah.
and search through them because there are some amazing varieties on those world coins,
Mhm.
and they are a untapped resource,
Yep.
and they will eventually catch on and become popular. So
Well,
I got a whole big mess of world coins that I have
search
to go
through them. Lots of repunched dates, lots of double dies, lots of
Like I probably
clashes.
have
there, I have one in here.
a 10-pound bag of world coins.
Go through them.
Yeah.
And then go on Numista and catalog them.
Well, that's I was having a hard time doing anything because I couldn't see. Now that I can see and I can start doing some stuff, I can start putting projects back together.
Yeah, you have to be able to see probably. Chile.
Chile. That's a cool coin.
Yep, there you go.
And if my scope would work with my software, this one is the 70 over the 60.
60.
So
Yeah,
the
Jackalope. I'm
repunched
the same way. I can't start
Great.
anything until I finish some of my other collections.
Well, I'm just the opposite. I'd start a little bit of everything and never finish anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to finish some stuff.
See, there you go. You can see the 6 around
Yeah.
the 7 there.
And what is that?
Very cool.
Repunched 8.
Overdate.
Oh, that's
Eight.
6/7 or 7/6. I still think you need to send that to me for further review.
And then,
Oh, it's not. No, it's
see,
coming.
sometimes, you can get really nice world coins that can be extremely valuable and not really pay much for them.
Yeah, people don't know.
Like this.
Nice.
This is the British trade dollar, 1911.
Mhm. No chop marks on that, huh?
No chop marks, and it's stunning.
Nice. I have one that's loaded with chop marks, but I like chop mark coins, but
Yeah,
that's
and
pretty.
definitely put some history on it.
Yeah. I'd love to, find a resource where I could look up what every chop mark means, but
Yep. Or where the location was.
where the location is, yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough.
Oh, this one's Singapore. This one's Japan. This one is
Hmm.
all different areas.
Oh, see, Kellen, that's pretty cool. He said his LCS sells foreign silver for melt value.
Yeah.
There you go. Pick them
Yeah. I
up.
mean, yeah. Grab them all if you can do that, because you'll
Yep.
do very well, even if you resell them. Here in the community.
You keep breaking up, Ray.
Oh, sorry.
I think he's
Mic
getting
is too
away
far
from his
away.
mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah. Well, this mic, I dropped it and has never acted right since. It fell off the top of my desk with the little stand and it shattered the stand for it. So I've got the arm where it comes over, but for some reason it likes to just still act fishy. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and get a new mic.
Um, yes and no, Roxilla. It depends. It can make it more valuable, but then it can also, if some people don't like chop marks, so it just depends on who's going to buy the coin. If they're buying the coin because they like chop marks, then yeah, it could make it worth a premium.
All
If
right.
they want a coin without chop marks, then they no.
All right. Here's a trivia question for you, Frostbite. Name this ship.
Black Pearl.
The Black
That
Pearl.
was very difficult. That's a Tahitian.
That is a pearl that I got. And so, yeah, the Black Pearl.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Tahitians.
I don't have
Trivia
that.
question. What's the difference between a Tahitian and a regular pearl?
Mm.
Most of your regular pearls are freshwater. Tahitian's one
Yeah.
of the few that's saltwater.
Or yeah.
Mm.
They're much
Very
harder
cool.
to cultivate and to get that true, genuine black color. It's a real rarity.
Hmm.
Really, really large, nice Tahitian pearls are 10, 12, $15,000. So,
Where does the color on pearls come from? Does it come from the color on this in the sand or?
It can if it's
there's
natural.
Yeah.
well, it depends. Okay, so there's a couple different things with pearls. Most of the pearls that you see are colorized are the pebble that they put in. They usually inject a dye into the pebble, and
Hmm.
as they coat the stuff with it's an irritant for the pearl, right?
Yep.
So they coat it with the
Hmm.
same thing that's what's on their shell, which is the
Okay, Philip.
bicarbonate. Um, it takes on the color of the dye that's injected into that piece of media, and so um, they can make a specific color by creating the color, injecting the
Yeah, I
bead
mean, I'm
with that
talking about
color.
like natural pearls though. What
So
causes natural pearls?
there's a couple different ways. It can come from uh the substrate. So like if they get a piece of sand or if they get an aspect of coral, or if
Hmm.
they get some sort of volcanic glass or something like that, the irritant, um, it'll take on the color of the irritant.
Okay.
So most of the time when you're talking about sand, it's crushed coral or crushed shell, and it's
Right,
just a
glass, all
bicarbonate
kinds of
color. So
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
where your white luminescent color comes from.
Hmm.
But if you get near where there's black sands, if there's a lot of volcanic debris, then you can get a lot of the black color from that.
Very cool. Okay, Philip. Yeah, if you find that, send me that link to that. That would be awesome. I think I used to have it too, but I don't remember. I think I used to have it. I thought I had a book too, but I don't know.
And just because it's randomized, Rockzilla, do me a favor, send me an email. You have won. Congratulations.
You're a winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, rigged. I had to say that. I don't know.
Unfair
Yeah.
non-panel
Roseanne's not in here.
unfair non-panel advantage.
Right?
Oh,
Not
speaking
yeah.
of, look at there. No, I thought Roseanne was in here for a
Oh,
while.
you got excited there for a second.
I was gonna
It's
tease
like
her. I was
you
like,
thought
"Oh,
it was
you
like
said Rig."
Beetlejuice.
It's like, yeah, it's like she knows. Like you say Rig, she's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just a nice. I bought a bunch of large sets to
Cool.
resell on my show, and it just ended up being a nice little rotation.
I need to give you a couple years. I need 2 large cents and 2 half cents. Have you keep an eye out for me.
Yeah, I can grab them easily. Now, like the really, really old ones, I don't think they have at the coin shop because I bought them all. But I can look around and see.
Yeah, I need the flowing hair variety on one, and that's gonna set me
Ew.
back a little bit. Huh?
Ew.
Ew.
The flowing hair, it's just not a very attractive design. That's
Nah.
all.
No,
How
but
about
I
a
need
West
it for my typeset book.
Oh yeah. No,
West Point Kennedy
nice. That reverse proof.
silver? So that's the West Point. Here is the Denver.
That's
Unless I
the
know, is that
set,
different?
right? That was a whole set of 5
Was
or
the whole
Yes.
something.
set? Yeah. There's the San Francisco silver.
That was a nice set.
Yeah. The Denver
Mm-hmm.
silver.
Yeah, Kevin, that's correct. Really good solid pearls are hard to come by, and you know when you get them because they're
Philadelphia
extremely
proof.
pricey.
So here's
Wait a
a
minute.
Philadelphia proof 2014 silver. And then they had the 2009.
Denver made a silver one
Yep. So you have Denver and Philadelphia.
in
Here
silver,
is a
huh?
2014 proof silver.
So is that like the only Denver silver that they ever minted?
And then here's the Philly.
Nice.
You sure the other one was Denver? It looked like a Philadelphia. Oh yeah, it's Denver. Wow.
50th anniversary.
Yeah, it was that nice little four
Oh, they
set.
sure did. Denver 50th anniversary set silver. Very interesting.
So I've got to get those into my Kennedy album. I've got to order an extra page. I'm going to take those out and they'll go into my Kennedy album. And I should have every Kennedy from 64 up all in mint state in 3 different full albums.
Very cool. I've seen that set, that 2014 set before, all put together. It's a nice little set.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're the gold. Yeah.
I've got the blue case for it, the leather case and everything that came with it. And then you have the 2019 reverse proof plaid
Yeah.
that Kennedy that grabbed it up to. So there's that one there, the reverse proof.
Very cool. Yeah.
some
Yeah. Joshua, it's 2014 for the gold.
Yeah, it's West Point mint.
Pretty.
Yeah, just some different unusual Kennedys
Mm-hmm.
that you don't see every day for sure.
And it's not to be confused with the 2015 goldish manganese dollar.
Ish.
Well, it's the manganese. 2015
Manganese.
is when the
Sounds like it's
JFK
a foreign
coin came
coin.
out.
Manganese. They're manganese.
Manganese.
Yeah, so it's just important when people are like, well, there's a gold coin that came out in 2014, and then they find this one, and they're like, I found it. That's like, no, they're totally different.
Don't know
This
what you're
one looks
talking
like the half dollar, not the gold dollar.
I don't know which one he's talking about. Morning, Jack.
There's more coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta get going here in a few.
Doing the do right now. I'm doing it.
Football, and church today.
Me too. I got church here at 11. So
Yeah.
Get ready. Just do it.
Football at 9, and then church at 11.
What's an early game?
So I do
Fun
have a few
stuff.
points left. So we'll see how it goes over this
You
I still
what?
I have some more coins that I'll have up for sale. I got some
Oh,
beautiful Benjis.
nice.
Yeah, they're all beautiful Benjis. I like grabbed all of the rest of the Benjis that they had, so that were like high grade. Then I got some Panamanian. Got some half Balboas from the 30s, 40s.
All right, you
And
guys. Well, everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.
bye,
Bye
Paula.
See you later,
bye.
Paula. Thanks for coming up. Good to talk to you. So I gotta tell you a funny story about Dew, Ray.
Okay, you got to
So
put
I
yourself back on the screen.
oh, yeah, I guess I could do that.
There you
I
go.
really don't wanna do that. People don't need to see
I,
me.
I'm not taking over your channel.
No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm like, "Hey, people don't need to see me. It's not a big deal." So I used to work for Pepsi Cola. Did you know that?
What's that?
I used to work for Pepsi Cola.
Uh huh.
Okay. So in Pepsi Cola in Utah, we actually distributed Mountain Dew as part of the run. Now, it's different depending upon where you come from. Different beverage companies do
Right.
distributions. Just because it's owned by Coke doesn't mean that Coke is the one that distributes it. And so we were doing this, and I had a gentleman come up to me. We were doing a benefit. This is right around the time of the 2002 Winter Olympics that happened in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we were doing a sponsored venue. And this gentleman came up to me, and he was, I think he was Korean. And he goes, I want to put my car, the sticker "do" on my car. I'll pay for the work. I'll pay for all that stuff. I want to advertise it. And it's like, I'm not sure that we do that with general public. I can check. And he's like, I have a company and all this other stuff. Well, he submitted his claim. You know what his last name was?
What's that?
Do.
That's why you want to do it.
He just wanted do the do for himself.
Yeah,
And that's why he was requesting this. I
that's
started
funny.
laughing. I was like, that's never gonna fly."
That is hilarious. Hey, Kevin, how are you,
So,
brother? Yeah,
um, it also is huge in kidney stones. If you have any kind of, kidney issue, you wanna stay away from Mountain Dew because of the, high level of sodium bicarbonate and stuff in
yeah,
there. It causes, kidney stones. So you gotta be careful with that as well.
yeah. I do the
I had to quit
diet
drinking
too.
it years ago because of that.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not shooting bullets like that.
Yeah, and anybody who's never dealt with kidney stones, they suck.
Yeah. Well, you know what a grasper is, right?
A who?
A grasper or a
Yeah,
sticker.
yeah.
Okay. That's what they look like.
Oh, I know. I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
aware.
And then trying to pee one of those out? Yeah.
Yeah, I passed a 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter stone. So,
Yeah. If they can
yeah,
shatter
a,
them and break
lady
them up and get them out, that's better, but using the ultrasonic, but, yeah, I just
morning,
could not
Cody.
imagine.
Morning, JC likes Pam. There's a lot of people that have come in I haven't yelled out to, so I apologize.
Definitely hit that thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, I think I'll give something else away. The grasper, the dingleberry, they are pretty much the same thing.
The goat head. We have goat heads
Yeah,
here.
I hate
They're
them stinking things. I got them
they're
all over my
mean.
backyard.
Yep. And then, up here, we have all the mesquite. Well, you have mesquites down there too.
Mhm.
And, yeah, riding horseback or walking through the tundra there where all the mesquites are, those things are mean. And I've had a few big ones break off in my leg, my thigh.
So you know the one that I hate the most, and you don't see them here in Texas, but we used to get them all the time in the West, was Russian olive. And Russian olive have thorns. You know when they talk about the crown of thorns,
Yeah.
that's what that was, Russian olive.
Wow.
and they're 2, 3, 4 inches long, and I've had, going through brush, pheasant
Mhm.
hunting or stuff like that, and had
Right,
somebody
right.
slap one of those back at you, and they pierce you, and they are
Oh, yeah.
horrible. I
Yeah.
can't stand the Russian olives. You
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this because I just realized we're on, like, on macro view. There we go.
Yeah.
You don't need to see you don't need to
And
see
most
the
of all those
bugs.
thorns, not only are just they sharp, but they have a little hook at the end of them. They're like a little
Yeah,
tiny
they
fish hook, so when they go in, they don't easily come out.
no, yeah, and that's yeah, they have it's like the little fish hook
The barb,
barbs,
yeah.
right? Yeah, and those things they suck.
Yep. I've had many,
The
many,
Siberian
many.
pea shrub, that's another one of those that is horrible. So, but yeah, there's the Russian olive is horrible tree, a horrible tree. Now, what they are good for, hey Beto, what's going on? What they are good for is if you have an area where you're trying to keep people out of,
Mm,
like let's say that you have a fence line and this fence line butts up against a movie theater or something like that.
yeah.
Um, plant those along your fence line, you're guaranteed not to have anybody climbing your fence.
Well, it's like putting razor wire
So,
up for sure.
yeah, but again, it's one of those things, and they look okay. They're but man, they're a nasty tree. I would never recommend anybody plant them. It's like recommend somebody planting morning glory, right?
Nice,
You just
Jack. You're almost there, bro.
Jack, I'm at 950 as of last night. Hey, if you guys haven't subbed up, Jack, do me a favor, do exclamation point find me. And this is available for anybody. Anybody can do this. Um, Jack only needs 50 more to get to his 1,000. Let's do what we can to help him out, please. I'm sure most of you in here are already subbed up to Jack.
Yep.
But if you're not, and do me a favor, when you sub, this is very important. A lot of people don't realize this. When you sub, excuse me, I have to move my chair. When you sub somebody up, you need to make sure you're commenting, hitting that thumbs up, or setting that notification bell. The other thing is, and this is something I don't know if a lot of people know this. Who in chat knows the difference between hitting personalized and all when it comes to notifications? Do you know what the difference is, Ray?
I do not. I always just hit all, so I get all of the notifications they send out.
So if you hit personalized and you don't set it up, most of the time you're not even going to get notifications. So it's important if you set all to go into your notifications and make sure you're setting the notifications for their particular stream. You'll find out whether they're uploading shorts or if they're uploading videos. If you only want to see when they go live, you can set it up to where you can only see if they go live. And what happens is people just click personalized because it's whatever, and then they don't actually get notifications for that channel.
They probably don't
So
even know about it. That's the
They
key.
they don't realize the difference. So
Yeah.
if you're subscribed to a channel and you're not getting notifications, or it seems like you get one where you get, "Hey, Matt, how you doing?" Um, if you get, if you click on, personalization, then just go click on all, and then you'll get notification. If you only want it when somebody goes live, then go and set personal notifications for that. But you actually have to go set it up. Otherwise, it's not just gonna automatically do it for you. So
Yeah.
FYI,
Let's see if your bot works.
um, give me a lesson, I'll give you one later. And that's how we
Oh,
share
there it worked.
information. Hey, Mike Wells. Yeah, again, it's just one of those things where if the other thing is, and this ticks me off about YouTube, is they'll just reset stuff.
Without asking, without notification, without
Yeah,
nothing, and you
like
don't even know it.
I've lost all my mods at times. I was in Coin Cruise. Speaking of Coin Cruise, that's where we're going to be heading after we leave here in about 25 minutes. Um, but in Coin Cruise, during an auction, they lost all of their mods. All of them. Just they just cleared them. They just wiped them out. They deleted all their mods and it was done. And man, it took a long time. I know JJ was there. I was there. Even Miss Coin Crew didn't have mod rights.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, yeah. They removed everybody. It was like, what the hell is going on? I think there was one person who had mod. It might have been Army or somebody, but that was the
Because
only
that
person.
channel is under Keith, so he would have to go back and re-add everybody.
He had to go back and add everybody. It was a mess. So,
Yeah.
um, oh, did you see my camera just really dinge down?
No.
We have a storm coming through and the clouds got really dark. I'm using outside light
Uh-huh.
and my camera just went 'cause the outside light got really dingy. It's like, "Ooh, we're gonna get a storm."
Yeah, you got blacked out there. Well, you guys need it down there. We got one night before last, a really good storm. It was pretty wet.
So, Beto, the YouTube, they take away subs. So, here's what happens with that most of the time, okay? 1, if you click on subscribe and you do no further action, none. You don't go watch a video, you don't click on something, you don't, click a like, you don't hit the notification bell. Um, YouTube looks
Leave a
at that
comment.
as a bot engagement,
Yeah.
and they will wipe it out because they
Especially
have
if you're
so
getting close
many
to like your main markers, like
monetization
500
and stuff
or
like that. Yeah,
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 when you start getting those milestones, they go through and purge. They purge you.
yeah. So it's very important if you go to a channel and you like, you comment, you set their notifications up, um, then it's gonna stay. It's there. But if you go in and you just smash that subscribe button, but you don't like, you don't go ever look at a video, or you never
Mhm.
make a comment, or you don't do any thumbs up anywhere, that it's not gonna stay. They're gonna get rid of that. Now, what also happens is they will remove users. When you're close to your 1,000, you'll notice this. Like, this is when I really notice this a lot,
Yep.
and that's that last 50. I was gaining 10 and then losing 11 or 12, and then in a couple days, I would get them back.
Mhm.
So, like, they would strip them and purge them, make sure that they were real, authentic people, and then they would go back. I had people who had duplicate accounts. They would be pulled. I would have their primary account. So if somebody has a secondary account, they just log in, they click subscribe, but they never log into that, those accounts get pulled when you're close
Yep.
to monetization. And so they do scrutinize because again, it's really important. So if you're going to be doing that, if you're going to try and help somebody, you need to go through and you need to smash a like. You need to leave a comment on one of their videos, and then it doesn't hurt. You don't have to, but it doesn't hurt to turn the notification bell on. Do that for a little while. Leave it on for a week or so, and then you can go back through later on and turn it off if you don't want to have, be flooded. Because if you turn everybody's notifications on, your your
Get
phone's going to
flooded.
constantly tick, 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 tick. Um, so I'm very I go through and I have certain ones that I turn on, absolutely, but I leave them all on when I first subscribe just to make sure that they get that, it counts in their algorithm, it
Yep.
locks into that, and then, otherwise they will take a long time.
Hi,
The
Jessica.
other Go ahead.
I was telling Jessica hi. She just
Oh,
jumped.
hi, Jess. The other thing is, um, a lot of people use and it's not anybody in the community. Well, there may be people in the community who use this, but there's a lot of bot services that reach out because they look for things like, well, we have sex bots, we have ad bots, we have all sorts of stuff, and they will find your channel and they will subscribe themselves to you so that
Mhm.
they can, especially when you're getting close to that $1,000 or that 1,000 subscriber, that 4,000 hour mark.
Yep.
And they will subscribe. So periodically you will lose and you don't know why you're losing subs.
Mhm.
And that's because when they do bot sweeps, and they flush bots, when they identify bots, all those subs come off.
Yeah.
Now, it has nothing to do with your subscribers. It has to do with people trying to get in. And if you've ever been in a stream, and this happens a lot with some of your auction channels where it says,
Yep.
"Hey, you've won. Reach out to this whatnot telephone number and call us for blah blah blah."
Right.
Um, they search and scan for those, and a lot of times people will get subscribed to them because not because they've done something, but because they're putting out good content. They have a lot of viewers.
Hmm.
So if you have a couple videos that do really, really well, you're going to become a target for
Oh
spammers.
yeah.
And so just be aware of that. If you have a couple things, then you see a big boon. It could be because you have a bunch of bots load in. It's not something that you've done. They're just trying to utilize and capitalize on your channel to push their information across. So what's
Definitely.
going on, Muscle Shell? How you doing? JC likes Pam. Good to see you.
Well, I'm gonna have to take off. I got to get ready because
Yeah,
ready
no
for work.
worries. We're gonna
Right.
be kind of wrapping things up here in a few minutes.
Right.
I do want to, before you take off, I do want to do something. Uh, Matt, today is just Frostbite usually talks. Yeah, today is just kind of general chit chat. Normally I come up with some stuff. I had kind of a plan for today. Unfortunately, my computer did an update, and all the stuff that I had prepared for my live stream was basically like reset. I have invalid session ID. So the stuff that I had set up and put in there, I was like, I'll just get it there, and it didn't happen. So a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about wasn't there. Saturdays are my quote unquote education day. This is where I choose a specific topic and really go over, um, well, what is something or what's going on in the community or what's happening with this particular coin or a new release or a rare find or things like that. So, Saturdays usually are my big education days. Sundays are more of the general random information, have people up, chit chat kind of stuff. So, um, hopefully I can do more. Now I am waiting on a piece, a gold or a silver bar. And then I'm going to do my next airplane discussion, right? I've kind of dropped that a little bit. So I'll be doing the planes again. So you'll be seeing that
An
here
automobile.
sometime next week. So you'll see another video there. Um, what's up, John Howe? Thank you for coming in. Good to see
Hey,
you,
bro.
brother.
How are you
Good to be
feeling?
here. Hope you were doing well, my friend. So, and again, for those of you in chat that don't know, if I hit 50 likes, then I give stuff away. If we hit 100 likes, I give silver away. Um, one day I'm going to do a really big push, like you and I talked about, and have this just really long stream. And I have an idea, Ray. I'd like to talk to you about it afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm going to implement one of them next Sunday.
Mhm.
So I want you guys to put on your thinking caps. I want you to go back and watch some of the videos that I do. I'm going to be pulling some trivia out. It's going to be numismatic specific, not going to be movie stuff. It's not going to be anything. It's going to be very specific to numismatics. Now, I have a title and all this stuff planned out, but I'm planning on giving 2 or 3 ounces of silver away next Sunday, specifically for this. I'm probably going to do this. You'll see Sunday when you see what I'm doing. You'll understand. It'll make sense. So that'll be next Sunday. So check it out. You definitely want to be here for that. Um, I got prizes at 50 likes and prizes at 100 likes. And I'll probably be starting that one at 8:30 instead of 9. It'll be a little bit earlier because I want a good 2 solid hour block for that. So it should be fun. So you guys should start seeing something coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I've got to finish doing the graphics on that. And then, but it's not going to be stuff that you can Google.
So you were
Um,
saying you're not gonna do movies? Have to
so
be
no,
newsmatic, right?
the
Does Dead
trivia that I'm
President
gonna
count?
be doing, um, there's going to be specific items,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna put out a short or something maybe on Wednesday. I'm still trying to figure out what it is, and I'm going to give you the title. I'm gonna give you what the item is for trivia, and then in some of the videos, in the discussions, the live streams that I do, I will have given you all the answers. But you're gonna either have had to have been on the live streams, but again, when I'm talking about numismatic, a good example of that is we just talked about the Stella this morning.
Mhm.
Told you guys to pay attention to a couple facts. It may or may not be one of the questions that I ask about on Sunday. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it'll help with engagement in my streams, but um, it'll help cement people's understanding and knowledge of numismaniacs, numismatics,
You you should make a
numismaniacs.
song
That's
out of
freaking hilarious.
it was maniacs, maniacs.
Maniacs, yeah. Um, that's a different song. Um, oh, speaking of Animaniacs, United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic of Dominica, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, to Puerto Rico, to Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still. You remember that one?
Yes.
Nations of the World by Yakko.
Yep.
I took it to heart to memorize that one day. Oh, that is a fun one.
Yep.
I mess up in one area every time, and I have to go back and redo it, but I can do the Nations of the World by that. It's fun.
That is cool.
Oh, Animaniacs for coins. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. I think it'll be more engaging,
Mhm.
and I think that it'll be kind of a good segue into coin cruise stuff. But anyway, stay tuned. I'm going to post some information on it during the week. What's up, Chappie? My favorite alien is here. Hope you're doing well. You doing that because I is not here? No, no. I might be a part of that. But it should be a lot of fun. But again, the the trivia that I'm going to give you, it's going to be very, very hard for you to Google because you might have to look at a coin and answer the question based off of the coin. It may not be something you can Google. So again, targeting the people who enjoy the coin hobby, a little bit of history. I may be asking about, you know, a designer, but I'm not going to tell you, for instance, the Stella. Okay. Who designed the coiled hair? You can Google that. But if I show you the picture, who designed this coin, if you don't know what that coin is called, you cannot Google it.
Yep.
So if you were not a part of my stream and you don't know that that particular coin is called a Stella, then you may not be able to come up with the answer unless you watch. So it's going to be more difficult trivia, but I'm giving silver away cupped with it. I might even have something even a little bit more special on the very, very last live stream in October. We'll talk about this is where I want to get with you, Ray,
Sure.
because I have
Like,
an idea. But it should be fun. Should be fun.
sounds really fun. Definitely.
And it'll frustrate a few people because they're like, I don't know coins. Like, watch my
That's the
stream.
point. We want to teach.
All right, brother. I know you got to get out of here. You got to get to church. Enjoy yourself. Are you going to go detecting today?
I may afterwards, probably during the time Mama T and Big T are going, and then I'll be hopefully back for keys and be on there for a little bit, and we'll see. So be hanging
Well,
out
very
there.
cool.
Yeah. Well, love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you around YouTube
Take
land.
care, brother.
All
Appreciate
right.
you coming up.
You're welcome. Bye,
Hey,
guys.
Matt P. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. I'm going to go back through and see if I've missed calling out some names. Let's see. See Happy Chappy says, bring it. You got it, brother. This stream, Azel. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for coming into the stream. Appreciate you. BH Customs is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all you all. Man, I'm going to go through this. I've got some great Roger Barker's in the house. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming in and enjoying the stream. I think I've got everybody. I don't think there's anybody in the participants list that I have missed out on. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Again, I'm trying to provide the best content I can. If you were in this morning, you know, the Jackalope Herdmaster asked me a question, and I took a few minutes to identify and do some research and pull out the information on why did they make the $4 Stella to begin with. If you have these questions, email them to me. Okay. I do have a number of people that have sent stuff recently, and I've been able to look up information and provide that back. But if you have something that you want to learn, or you have seen a coin, or you've seen something, maybe Ringmaster Ray showed you a commemorative and you want to learn more about it, send me a picture of the coin or tell me, hey, you know, during the live stream, there was this picture with the Lafayette dude on his horse. Can you tell me about that particular coin? Or, you know, hey, we were looking at this stuff and we were trying to find this. Can you tell me about this particular coin? Let me know. I have done custom shorts for people where they wanted to know about a specific coin, and I have actually created the coin. There have been people that wanted to know about, you know, coins within their birth year. And so BH Customs with the 299 super sticker. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. But again, if you're interested in learning stuff like that, please, this is what I do. This is what I enjoy. And so Miss Coin Crew's in the house. Can I get some squirrel print on my custom shorts? If you want to request a short, I will absolutely put the little Coin Crew logo in the little squirrely thing. I may even have it running side to side like I do in the Premier Train. But yeah, if there's something that you want me to do, then absolutely let me know. Okay, this is what I enjoy. This is what I like about the hobby, is sharing information and uh doing that. No, I have not. Again, for those of you that don't know, I just had eye surgery. So for the past or for the past bleh, for the past couple weeks, I've been nursing the right eye. Now that the right eye is really good, I'm kind of nursing the left eye. It's getting much better. I can see really, really clearly. I should get my new actual specs here in the next couple weeks, and then I should be square on. Um, it should be good to go, right? We should be good. And so I should be able to start looking at things and kind of identifying stuff more. Videos right now are really difficult. Being behind a screen is tough. Uh, I actually, I know you can't see my screen, but I actually minimize most of the pictures and I have black background. So I'm not seeing myself. I just have a chat window open and maybe a small window with the information that I need to read. Um, my eyes are doing really good. Passion, thank you for that. Um, but again, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to nurse my eyes. Slowly, I'll get better and I'll probably start watching more streams. But yeah, I need to watch it. I know a lot about the Racketeer Nickel already. Um, long form content. Yeah, I'll probably have to just listen to it. Long form content right now. I've got a laundry list of items that I want to do to stay refreshed. I did do the short based off of your request, Josh, for the Racketeer Nickel. Um, and so I did, I think it was a 3-minute video or something like that. It was very short. But I could do long form content on that particular item. Again, I just have a number of things that I want to do. What's important to me is good quality content, but I'm changing the way I'm running my channel. So for those of you who haven't noticed, what I'm doing is on my Tuesdays releases, I'm taking a synopsis of what I talk about on the weekend, mainly on Saturday, but on the weekend, and then I'm creating a synopsis video. People will more likely watch the video, if it's not an hour and a half long, to gain interest in looking at the video. And so definitely can do that, Chappie. Um, but I want to make sure people are actually looking at the content. In talking with Silver Seeker regarding the video that I did last week, which is why I changed Saturday and Sunday around. I was hoping to get him on the live stream. He mentioned some things that I really took to heart, and one of those was people are not necessarily just going to sit down and watch your live streams, right? It's just one of those things where when we talk about auctions, how many of you go back and look at an auction after it's been aired? You may have a specific coin or something you want to go check on, so you may scroll through, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of the video to look at a 2 or 3 minute excerpt because there was a coin that was there. But are you going to watch the whole thing afterwards? Probably not. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give people short snippets of the discussion, especially when I do my long-term format, so that they can go back through and say, "Oh, I actually want to see this," and then they can go back and look at that content. So I'm trying to balance that with getting my 4,000 hours. I'm at about 3,150 hours now. I think I should be able to get to the 4,000 hours in November with the things that I'm doing. You should see just kind of a steady Saturday, Sunday stream out of me. I will be doing one video. I'm going to try and create another one, but I don't want to burn myself out. So trying to identify exactly what needs to happen and make priorities. So there's a lot of videos that I need to make that I haven't been able to focus on right now. I am getting there, Kellen. I definitely want to do a really good solid one on the Racketeer nickel. I actually would like to have one in hand to show people either on the scope or whatnot, because I like to have them in hand. I don't mind showing photos of them and stuff, but if you have something you can show it, people tend to be more interested in it. So that's what I was asking about the numismatic trivia. Oh, yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of different stuff like that that is going to be included in that particular item as well. So, but we'll talk more. There is a video that I'm going to be making on the Racketeer nickel. I just have to put it together. Um, So, Chappie, again, you said commemoratives. Commemoratives are really good. I think partnering with somebody like Ray um, is good. Now, I hear tale from a soft whisper in the wind that somebody's working on something like that. So I probably won't focus on it because of what I already know. So I probably won't head down that path very much. I will talk a little bit. There are some that I will discuss, but I have inside knowledge and I can neither confirm nor deny that I may know more than I should. So I probably won't dig too deep into the commemorative realm. Okay. Um, and I'll let you know. I may be able to do a series of shorts and stuff like that, which is a little different, but probably won't get into some long form content. Again, uh, we'll take them as they come. But please let me know. I hope you guys like what I have planned next Sunday. That's where the saying comes from, racketeer. Well, racketeering was it came out, yeah, the racketeer nickel. I think racketeering was out before that though. I don't think that the term racketeering came out with that particular nickel. It might have. It'd be a good history piece. That I don't know the answer to. But I think the term racketeering came out long before that. Um, I think just Joshin. I know where that came from. I also know where using the John came from. Um, there's a lot of that kind of stuff. If you like that kind of stupid stuff, like where did this term come from? I can do a special show about terms. I think that would be a lot of fun though. All right, folks, the John Crapper. Yes. We have just a couple minutes. So, Miss Coin Crew, if you were still in here, if I can get one of my mods, please throw in Coin Crew's uh live stream. They are going to do their auction. If we can have somebody put that in there, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Muscle Shell has no hours, just robots. Muscle Shell, you got videos that have done really, really well, dude. Like really, really well. Um, I would love to be able to find um a video that was able to get the amount of hours that you've got from some of those. It's absolutely amazing uh, the number of views you have on some of those things. It's awesome. All right, so we got Muscle Shill in there. Here is the um, Coin Crew. Okay, go click on that. Let's go head over and support that. Go grab yourself a top off of coffee. Take yourself a bio break if you need to, and then we will see you over there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for doing this. Ladybug Stacker, thank you for the fan funding that super chat gift membership to fill up the board. I really appreciate you. You've done a couple of those, so thank you so very much. VH Customs for the 299 super chat earlier on. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys doing this. Again, every ounce of money is going to go back into this. The purchases for the new books that I've got to get. Um, all that stuff is coming from that. So thank you all very much for this. I want to do one more winner just because I can. All right, who we are, who we are, who he is, and the winner is Jessica. All right, Jess, send me an email. You got my information. Just send me an email, and I will fire off something to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go up there and hit that link to Coin Crew. Go check them out. Make sure you let them know that we got a Frosty raid coming on. Okay, we got that there. We're going to show this here. There we go. Coin Crews. We got that. Please go over there, check them out, and we will talk to you all later. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.